instruction in this section. It's a Madhyama Adhikari instruction. You'll recognize what the middle stage of bhakti should be. This is his instruction for Dhruva. Every man, he's a little boy, every man should act like this. When he meets a person more qualified than himself, he should be very pleased. When he meets someone less qualified than himself, he should be compassionate toward him. When he meets someone equal to himself, he should make friendship with him. In this way, one is never affected by the threefold miseries of this material world. He is giving formulas for going beyond duality, happiness, distress, kind. Now, if one isn't in this madhyama position, what's our behavior towards those more qualified? Well, we're envious. Those less qualified we deride, and those who are equal we show ourselves off before those who are equal. So Dhruva's heard, and now he's going to respond. My dear Narada Ji, for a person whose heart is disturbed by the material conditions of happiness and distress, whatever you have so kindly explained for attainment of peace of mind is certainly a very good instruction. But as far as I am concerned, I am covered by ignorance, and this kind of philosophy does not touch my heart. So there's some nice lessons here. Vishwanath glosses this way. This peacefulness of mind which you have shown by mercy for persons afflicted by happiness and distress is difficult for a person like me. He refers to the mode of goodness, samo dhammaktapakshocham. You're speaking this peacefulness. That's not me. I'm not a mode of goodness person. So why is peacefulness difficult for a conditioned soul? Well, the modes of nature, that's why it's difficult. And the mode of passion, hankering for the future. Mode of ignorance, lamentation over the past. Be present, forget it. Too much influenced by the modes. And there's all these thoughts bombarding me all the time, and what to do. I can't get free from the happiness and distress program. So now, here's how Dhruva processes. He doesn't have any disregard for Narada or the instructions of Narada. He holds both in proper high esteem. This is purport. He admitted frankly that he was not beyond the affliction of material distress and happiness. He appreciated and accepted the instruction on a consciousness level, but so he was not envious of the instructor or the instruction, but at that particular time, he was finding difficulty in following the instruction. Have you ever received an instruction you feel is a little high for you and you're not sure if you can do it? So what are you supposed to do when you get an instruction that's like beyond your reach? Prabhupada, go to the West and deliver the message of Chaitanya. He was considering it impossible. Again and again, it was his humility, but the task was so daunting, it was like, whoo. There's many expressions of this without, time doesn't permit to go into how Rupa Goswami, Advaita Acharya, Nityananda, Chaitanya, he was praying and praying and praying for the capacity to do mission impossible. Praying to Krishna, mission impossible. How is it possible? The task was daunting. He didn't have doubt in the instruction or the instructor. He felt himself not qualified. So in the case of Dhruva, his response was, I accept my position and I'm ready to make some progress towards this nice instruction, but here's my dear Lord, I'm very impudent for not accepting your instructions, but this is not my fault. It's due to having been born in a Kshatriya family. My stepmother Suruchi has pierced my heart with her harsh words. Therefore, your valuable instruction does not stand in my heart. Vishwanath says, it's like a broken pot. It doesn't hold water. The nectar of peacefulness, which you very mercifully described, doesn't stay in my heart because my heart's broken. So your instruction doesn't stay in my heart. So that's an appropriate, or one option of when you receive an instruction that's a little high. There's different options, and this is one of them. O learned Brahmana, I want to occupy a position more exalted than any yet achieved within the three worlds by anyone, even my fathers and grandfathers. If you will oblige, kindly advise me an honest path to follow by which I can achieve the goal of my life. Hey, little boy, goal of my life. I was attending a home program, I don't even remember where it was, and packed house, and over here, right next to me, was a little girl, 6 years old. She was listening like this. She was really, 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 really attentive. So at the end, I don't know why I did this, but I just turned to her and smiled and said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And she said immediately, a pediatrician. I said, gosh, when I was a kid, I didn't even know what the word pediatrician meant. And I said, how about this? You want to be a pediatrician that will always remember Krishna. She clapped her hands and said, that's what I want. Goal of life. Be a pediatrician. Or be a whatever, but always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Smartavya satatam Vishnur. So that's the honest path, and Prabhupada's comment, oh, here's Vishwanath's comment, tell me the correct method, that's sadhu vartma, the correct method for attaining a position unattained by my father, Uttanapada, who insulted me, by his father Manu, by his father Brahma, and by Brahma's other sons and grandsons. Please advise me the honest path, sadhu vartma. Here's Prabhupada's comment. One particular point mentioned here is that Dhruv Maharaj wanted to occupy an exalted position not by hook or crook, but by honest means. This indicates that if Krishna offered him such a position, then he would accept it. That's the nature of a devotee. He may desire material gain, but he accepts it only if Krishna offers it. And then, almost done, some nice glorification of Narada. It's not buttering him up, it's just his appreciation for Narada. My dear Lord, Narada, you are a worthy son of Lord Brahma, and you travel playing on your musical instrument, the veena, for the welfare of the entire universe. You are like the sun, which rotates in the universe for the benefit of all living beings. Purport, the example of the sun is very significant. The sun is so kind that he distributes his sunshine everywhere without consideration. Dhruva Maharaj requested Narada Muni to be merciful to him. He pointed out that Narada travels all over the universe just for the purpose of doing good to all conditioned souls. He requested that Narada Muni show his mercy by awarding him the benefit of his particular desire. Like, give me a different instruction, please. The one that'll give me the kingdom that I want. Please. Here's another little saying. Acceptance of our current spiritual level brings humility. And humility gives courage, that is, you can have strength beyond your own strength, that's descending mercy. Courage gives determination to progress, and the path towards the goal, the correct path and goal, are repeatedly shown only by a bona fide spiritual master. So this is the last slide. It leads us into the next section for tonight. Would all your determination help you achieve the Lord or receive the Lord? That's our topic for this evening. And those are the verses, if you want to do your homework and look up the verses. 39 through 62, and that doesn't even finish the chapter. So, we're only 20 minutes late. But we had our questions at the beginning from the previous class. So I think we'll take some time. Unless somebody's like, gotta go have lunch right now. We'll take some time for some questions and discussion.